gonna do a voiceover of this video because I cannot talk while I usually play MMV, so I'm going to just talk while the background plays. So I am also going to say that I do stutter a lot, and also the background of this video, I was actually originally talking about the whole scenario, but I feel like I should be the one voicing over it because I stuttered a lot and really didn't give much attention to me talking. I gave more attention to the game, but I'm now actually going to talk about what's been happening, and I'm actually going to talk fully straight about everything that's been really happening in my current life. So I'm going to start off with basically saying that I disappeared for about almost a year with MMV videos is because I actually started to go through a really bad phase of depression. It was actually one of my worst phases of depression, to the point where I literally kept like bed rotting every single time when I wanted to make a video. I didn't feel like making a video. I wanted to literally like ask somebody, like DM somebody and say like, hey, I'll give you like $50 if you just edit my video, and just to post it for me, because I'm just too lazy. But no, I'm going to take matters into my own hands, and I'm going to post it myself. I'm going to edit myself. I'm going to try finding some courage in this video just to be posted. So I'm also going to say that in the current situation right now, I have been my emotions have been disassociating. I don't know how to say the word, but it's disassociating with me, such as my feelings and emotions are getting farther away from each other, and that I'm starting to feel really nothing at this point. I have pretty much given up actually on love at this point, sense of how much I've already been through and of how much pain I've already discovered throughout my whole 16 years of living on this planet Earth. I'm also going to say is that I know I know a lot of people have a lot. Excuse me, y'all. I know a lot of people have it worse than me, but this is my YouTube channel. I do want to post why I've been gone for so long and why I have been feeling this way. So I also started to create a TikTok account. If you guys want to go follow, it will be linked in my description below. I have been starting to post on that because I have been feeling more calm about it, and I've been feeling more like put into it than YouTube videos, into YouTube channels and all. I don't know why, but I'm just trying to find some courage and motivation to post again. But really, this is all you guys can really get from me until a little while. And I might as well say what has been really going on my past couple months of why I haven't been posting. So the first few months after I posted my 4th of July video, I did find out about a dude was actually playing with my emotions and feelings. We were originally actually supposed to date, but we never really did, because he unfortunately just played with my feelings and just used me again for my money. I wouldn't say this was like a verbally abused relationship. I've had those before. I know what it feels like, but this definitely wasn't one. This was just a situationship that was just being played on, and I actually never really was meant for love. I was just meant to be used. So I am going to say is that if I ever really do get into another relationship, my love will be bare minimum. There will be no max. There will be a minimum. So I am also going to say is that after this happened, I did get into a lot of drama to where I was being called fake. I was being called of riding dicks and all, even though I know damn well I don't like dick riding people. I do not like being fake with anybody. I never fake with anybody. I'm true and honest about everything, in my opinion. But if you know me, maybe sometimes you might see a quote unquote fake side of me. I'm telling you right now, that is not a fake side of me. That is just me giving up on people. So I got into a lot of drama after that, and then I did lose a couple of friends from that. I then started getting played a lot when I wanted a relationship, such as having literally being used for my body and all. I wasn't literally just being used for love. I was just being used for my body, and nobody actually really loved me. In today's world, we all know that, because in reality, nobody really loves each other. They just use. So I was being used a lot in October and November. November was a month where a lot of people just wanted to see my body and not my face. So that was happening. Then December, I actually started to get lost into, it was like a really deep phase of, I wouldn't say depression, but it felt like I was in a flow state for a very long time. Y'all know a flow state. It's like, y'all know it's a flow state. It's basically like sleeping and all, but I would say I was in a flow state for finding somebody, and I actually started crying every single night in December. And then on Christmas Eve, I actually decided to be a stupid bitch, and I actually met a guy from my school. He was a senior, and we got together that night. And, yeah. So then months passed. It's now May, and I found out he wanted to break up with me because he was going to go to college, and he didn't want to do a long-distance relationship. And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. It's cool. It's whatever. People are going to college. And he was a senior at the time. I was dating a senior, and I was a sophomore. Yes, I know that was very weird, but his parents were having, like, I don't know, a 17 age year gap for marriage and their age. So I'm like, okay, that's just weird. So I'm going to say, nobody, please don't call anybody out. Please don't harass anybody. Please just, like, please don't say anything about this person, because they were a very gentleman. They were very kind to me, and I really do respect them. But during our months of dating, I was really reaching depression. I started SH, if y'all know what that means. I started SHing myself a lot because of how depressed I was and how really nobody understood my level of depression. I had MDD, which is major major deep depression or major depressive disorder. It's one of those two. I'm sorry, I haven't researched in a while, but yes, you could say, oh, that's fake. You don't actually have major depressive disorder. You can call it out all you want, but I promise you, I'm not good with names and diseases when it comes to me. So I do apologize for that. And I do apologize if it does sound fake, but I was in that current state, and I thought he really was the one to make me happy and to make me feel more loved than I was in my current state in that time. So then when he told me that we had to break up because he was going to college, I was very devastated. I was crying for hours, and then my emotions were so caught up in the feeling because I've been broken up with so many times, and I've just been feeling like shit ever since then, and I use relationships as a cover up. So I tried getting into another relationship actually right after that. Unfortunately, I told him that after 4 days we've been talking, my dad actually came up to me and said, Izzy, you should stop talking to this dude. You need to find out who you are. You need to stop hiding your pain from that breakup. And I'm like, you know what? I feel like you're right. I'm going to call him, and I'm basically going to say is that we're done. We have to stop talking. I'm going to go on the verge of 2 weeks with no talking to anybody, with no contact with friends, no contact with no dudes. I'm just going to go 2 weeks straight, no contact with anybody. And then the dude who I was talking to, he actually lived 3 to 4 towns away from me. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. But right after you say, like, you're not going to talk to them, that's kind of, like, an issue, in my opinion. So I basically told him, like, we need to stop talking. I hung up on him. He started crying. He then started sending messages to me about, like, you're being fake. This shouldn't really be happening. I thought you were the one. You were. It felt fake it looked like you were the real one. And I said, you know what? What you could say is actually really true, but what you could also do is called cover me up and basically just say, like, oh, like, yeah, you're not the one. I could find so much better. And I know you can. To the person low-key who keeps commenting on my TikToks, you can keep talking. Just keep doing you, I guess. But I will say is that if you do find my YouTube, please stop commenting on my TikToks. Please leave me alone. The reason why I've low-key just went 2 weeks without trying to contact with anybody is because I'm trying to find myself. I'm trying to find my emotions again and my feelings again, because unfortunately I am disassociating, if anybody knows the word, from my feelings. I practically feel like nothing anymore. I feel like my emotions are not there. I feel like I have no more feelings anymore because of how much shit I've already been through and how much is more even going to come. So I am going to say is that. And I'm also going to say is please stop trying to get my attention. I do not want your attention. You need to find somebody new. So I did say that. And then, so I told him that. And now I'm kind of in the state of like where I'm like, I think I feel okay, but it's just, there's like something in my stomach that's just telling me like, you will be okay. It's just, you're still not done yet. And I kind of believe it. So I'm in a state of where like I'm trying to find courage to make more videos for you guys, and I'm trying really hard. I'm really fucking trying. So I am gonna say is that now for the time being with my videos and my TikToks, I will give y'all my TikTok. It will be linked in my bio if anyone wants to go check it out, and if anyone wants to go follow. It's anybody. It's not a you don't need to. I'm trying to find words, y'all. But for the time being with my Gacha Live videos, I will try to keep uploading. I will try uploading again. I'm going to go back with my normal schedule of what I usually did before. I post like once every 2 to 5 days, depending on what my current state is at that time. And then for my Roblox videos, I'll try posting at least twice a month. And if it doesn't work out, I will then remind you, I will try posting another video like this, basically saying that I'm trying just basically my hardest just to make videos for you guys, but I'm just like, I'm dealing with a lot of shit right now. And then my TikToks, I just post every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, or it's either Saturday. So then y'all can go check that out if you want to. And then that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will keep you pretty much tabbed on open, but pretty much if you guys see videos again of pretty much your favorite content, then you know I'm back in business. I am then finding my courage and my motivation again to basically push for y'all. So thank you for so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Goodbye.